All right, guys, welcome back. So we got something really cool and special today. We got the WLMOUSE. This is their Sword X, and it is a collaboration special edition with a Chinese fantasy novel and series called Coming of Swords or Unsheathed. So this is going to be a special edition colorway and collab. That series is about a wandering orphan who goes from poor to being a super powerful swordsman. And this collab specifically, and the colorways that this mouse comes in, the Sword X, it is styled based on the color and the aesthetics of that world. Now, going over a little bit of the specifications of the mouse, it is using Omron optical switches, but there is an option for mechanical, the TTC Nihil, using a PixArt 3950 sensor. It is going to be coming in at 8,000 Hertz polling rate and also going to have a 1,000 Hertz travel dongle as well. It is going to be a magnesium alloy gaming mouse, so it's going to be sort of metal, coming in at 47 grams of weight, 149 US dollars, or around 205 Canadian dollars. The battery here is going to be a 300 milliamp hour battery, so that's going to net you roughly 1 week, give or take, on 4,000 Hertz or 2,000 Hertz polling rate. This little cat from WLMOUSE, very cute. Got the warranty service and the downloads, a web-based driver here. So there's the mouse first thing out of the box. You will have the middle of the mouse sensor here, as well as the on-off button here. Right away looking at the shape and the size of this mouse. It is going to be an ergonomic right-handed mouse. Now, it's going to be very similar shape-wise to the Zowie EC2 or the Razer DeathAdder V3 Pro. If we take a look at the shape, it's going to be sort of sloped down to the right, but at a less aggressive sort of slant and slope than the DeathAdder would have, or the EC2. And it's very similar as well. A lot of people were saying to the Lamzu Thorn, a little bit more of a safer shape. On the clicks, honestly, there's like almost no pre or post travel. Like, it's very well optimized, and the side buttons are actually in a very good spot. I like to have my thumb along this side right here, the sort of flat part, which again, if you take a look, they have the sword kind of running down the side, as well as the little bit of like the sword design coming in here on the middle. The scroll wheel doesn't have like very crazy distinct levels. You can definitely feel them, but it's nothing too insane. It's sort of middle of the way. The click of the scroll wheel is pretty good, definitely spammable, nothing too mushy, pretty tactile. I would say it's pretty comfortable. The mouse is pretty cool to the touch because it is that magnesium alloy and 47 grams, not too heavy. Honestly, the clicks feel really good. The way the coating on this mouse is, it's not super slippery. I quite like it, even with like feeling it right now in my hands. It's not very moist or anything, like you know, it's not very slippery. It has this sort of nice texture on it, and there's no sort of like if I press on the mouse, you can see there's no sort of creaking, no sort of rattling inside either. It's just overall build quality is absolutely, like, honestly 10 out of 10 in my opinion. This thing feels like solid, like it feels really good for what you're getting. And at the price, they're including a lot in here. Here's everything else that you're gonna get in the box. You're gonna get the mouse, you're going to get this cool magnetic little jade bottle dongle that clips on there. You're going to get the 1K Hertz travel dongle, this little leaf guy. You're going to get the tethered cord USB cable. Awesome. We are going to get one set of mouse skates, a full set of dot skates, and some alcohol pads. So 2 sets of skates, which is awesome. We're going to get black textured grips, which those look really cool. If you can see the way the light is reflecting, the little swirls, that's really sick. Alcohol pads just to remove the skates and everything, just in case. Awesome. More grips. Last but not least, we're going to have the white option with those swirls there as well, of the little grips that you can put on the mouse that are cut out. So I'm excited to check this guy out. Honestly, the looks look fantastic. It feels really good in my hand. I'm going to be using this mouse for the next 30 days. And so basically I'll jump from the unboxing here for us, and it'll be basically already 10 to 30 days of me using the mouse. So I'll be discussing the performance. I'll be discussing how I played in game with it, the feel, if there was any sort of hiccups or any sort of weird things with the 3950 PixArt sensor. And yeah, we'll just go over everything for you. All right, guys, so getting into the gameplay portion, 30 days later is April 13th, 2026. Here is my actual thoughts and opinions on, after 30 days use of using the WLMOUSE Sword X. I don't think much has changed. From the initial review, the build quality of this mouse is absolutely stellar. There's no creaking. The body holds up extremely well. Like, it's absolutely insane. 10 out of 10 for the build quality, in my opinion. The coating on the mouse is really nice. It's not overly grippy. I think most people will be really comfortable with this mouse if you enjoy using the ambidextrous, you know, sort of the right-handed mice. I think that honestly, I had sometimes with the clicks where I would accidentally shoot or, you know, stab my teammates out of spawn on Counter-Strike. You just got to be a little careful. There's so little travel for the clicks. They're so well tensioned that essentially as soon as you think that you want to click something, you are going to have that instant reaction from the mouse, which is extremely well done from WLMOUSE, honestly. The battery holds up extremely well. So I found that 1000 hertz through 8000 hertz, obviously the battery will change. 8000 drains it quite quickly, but 4000 and 2000 hertz, they last about a week, as I've said, and I hardly found any issue with having to charge this mouse. It charges extremely fast as well. And then moving on to the sensor, I didn't really have any sensor issues. I felt that like the 3950 sensor did extremely well for me in the game. It did take a little bit of getting used to the shape of the mouse, because I normally use a Viper V3 Pro, which that is a symmetrical mouse, so it doesn't have sort of the right-handed portion. But overall with the sensor, it performed perfectly for me. The only time I did have any issues is when the battery was getting a little bit lower in that regard. For the mouse, I found that there was just a little bit of micro stuttering or skipping towards 20%, like the bottom 20% of the battery. So I would just say keep this guy fully charged and you should have no problems at all. The skates on this mouse are actually like really well done. I don't think that like you'll need to change them, but I know people are very particular in that regard to mouse skates. So no matter what, I think the ones that come with the mouse and what's included in the package is extremely you're getting more than your money's worth here for the mouse. I think WLMOUSE knocked it out of the park, honestly. And I want to give them a huge shout out for giving me the opportunity. I'm extremely grateful, and I had a blast, an absolute blast reviewing this mouse. I think you can't go wrong no matter what with this guy. I would give it a 9.5 out of 10. Go check it out.